What's up, everybody? I'm at the house today. Guys, I'm going live. So I talked to one of my mentors, Tom Kroll. I don't know if any of you guys know him from Wholesaling Inc. He's a pretty super cool guy. So I basically said, Nate, you need to go live every day for 100 days and just give massive value. I'm like, let's do it, man. Why not? I'm making calls, doing deals. Why not go live and show you guys what I'm doing to get deals? So right now, guys, I'm about to call a seller that I have under contract. So what happens is, I will I'll do a low cash offer. And if they don't accept that, I'll give them a creative offer. And if they don't accept either of those, I say, you know what, honestly, I got some buyers that I might know who might be able to, pay a little bit more than I can. If you let me put this under contract, I'll send it out to them so I legally can market this out. And I can wholesale this. I can find some buyers. And a lot of sellers say, yeah, why not? We'll go try it. If you can get me the number I want around there, let's do it. So I do that a lot. And then, obviously you can do novations and everything, but I don't really pitch that just because this one specifically, she already had it listed. I might be able to say, hey, look, I'll put in some work into the house, but the house needs a ton of work. So she tried to list it. It didn't sell on the MLS because, banks wouldn't, lend on the property, didn't qualify. So I'm going to call her right now, kind of explain to her the situation I had when trying to wholesale the property to my buyers.
If you want to save time and learn how to invest in real estate faster, go to investorthrive.com to master the sales process from our training so you can close more deals with less leads, even if you're only doing this part-time. Or if you don't know where to start and need help, give me a call at 385-398-9862 and let's chat.
It's interesting because she wants 250 for the house. It's not worth 250. All the offers I've been getting are like 190, 217, 220. I have a solid offer at 220, but she wants 250. So she told me yesterday, she said, hey, Nate, do you have someone at 250? Because I have someone else that says they're going to do 250. And I'm like, I know that that's a wholesaler. Yeah. So I do it all the time because I'm very transparent with sellers. Like if I can't help them, if my offer doesn't work, seller finance, innovation, I just say, hey, look, let me run out to buy my buyers, but they have to be motivated. I don't do this for sellers that are motivated because it's a waste of my time.
Yes, we want to sell it.
So she had a wholesaler tell her that they would pay 250. That's not, I think it's a wholesaler. That's why I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to call right now. But I'm like, I know they can't do 250. I've already blasted this out to all the buyers in Utah. No one's paying 250 for this piece of trash. So that is why I'm going to call her out and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I believe I'm good at sales. I believe I'm good at what I do, but you guys see what I do. Give me some critiques. I'm here to give you critiques. I'm here to help you out and just have you learn as I do deals. I just did a deal yesterday, $4,500, zero marketing spend. Didn't have to spend any money on it. Last week, 10. Actually, this week too, 10K. So $14,500, zero marketing spend, doing the strategies I'm telling you guys right now. I've done both things. I've, had companies that market a lot, have a big team. And now I'm trying to, being lean and just doing deals with zero marketing spend. So I keep all the money. I have really low overhead, like a couple $100 a month in wholesaling. So I'm trying both. And I like this strategy too. And the reason I'm doing this is because the market shifted a little bit. But anyway, let's give her a call. Again, this is the strategy of telling the seller you're going to wholesale property.
Hello.
Anita, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay.
You having a good weekend somewhat, sort of?
Typical.
Yeah. Same here. I, woke up, went to the gym, relaxed a little bit. I don't know, what you do on your weekends, but I try to just relax because the whole week it's so busy.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. So yeah, not doing too much.
I'm sorry. Does that have to do with the house?
Well, the house is stressful. Yeah, but it's everything that entails the whole week itself.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. What I've realized as I've gotten older, I found out that, everyone's going through something. When I was younger, I thought life was easy and there was no problems. I was like, why is everyone, saying life is hard? But, the older I get, there's just seems to be more and more that happens.
Yeah, it's just, we do what we have to do. Fortunately or unfortunately, so.
Agreed. Well, Anita, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know it's Saturday. I know it's a good time to spend with, friends and family. But I wanted to call you and just lay it all out there, kind of tell you what happened this week as I tried to, like I told you, reach out to some partners, see what I could find. Is that okay if I just, tell you, exactly what happened? And by the way, how much time do you have? I don't want to, take too much of your time.
No, we're fine.
Okay.
No problem.
So the first thing I kind of want to ask you is, you said that there's another buyer that you've been talking to that says, yes, they can do 250, right? Is that kind of what happened?
Well, I'm trying to get 250. So everyone's trying to work to figure that in.
Of course. Okay. So these people that you're talking to, they haven't offered a solid 250. You're just saying, hey, can you get me 250? And have they given you any like a solid offer yet? I'm just curious because I want you to go with the best offer, of course.
I haven't gotten an offer of 250. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah. And I tried my best, Anita. I went through, I think I have one of the biggest networks in Utah. I mean, I've been doing this for several years. So I reached out to all of my cash buyers, and I told them about the first case scenario was a cash offer, right? And then the second one was a terms where we take over the payment and stuff.
Right.
So I was pushing more for the cash just so we can get it done. I don't think you want to keep the house, or your son wants to keep it longer. But as I was talking to people about the terms deals, like about them taking over, the most people were willing to put down in a situation like this on a seller finance deal is like 10 to 15% of the purchase price. So they were really just coming up with about, 10% of, 2250 is 25, right? 25,000. So that was kind of like the best that they were giving me. And I know at the current state that wasn't going to work for you, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I can assume that that's just off the table, right? I mean, I can at least put it out there and say, hey, Anita, if no one gives you a better offer, 25K is probably the best we're going to be able to find for someone to take over the payments. But again, I just don't think that's going to work for you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So other than that, so this is the situation we're in. I think you let one of our buyers walk the property. Do you remember that?
It was Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't have been Wednesday. Might have been Thursday.
I think it was Thursday. So this is the situation we're in with him. So he works for a hedge fund and he doesn't work the weekends. And whatever he does is he walks the property. He works for a large company and he has to get his offers approved. So he told us he thought he'd be able to get his offer back to us by Friday night, but he didn't. So we're kind of in limbo with him on what he'll pay. Now, I believe he's going to pay the most out of anyone I've talked to just because he's backed by, hedge funds, a larger corporation. But we still, I guess we're still on, the verdict's out on what he's going to offer. So I didn't want to hold you up if you had that other better offer, but that's kind of where we're at with him. We called him, we texted him today. He didn't get back to us. I'm sure he just works on the weekdays. So I was going to follow up with him on Monday and just try to say, hey, what's the offer? What are you going to do? But again, I don't want to hold you up if you got something better.
Yeah, I want this done today. I don't want to have to wait till Monday.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, and I think he just dropped the ball. If he wasn't ready, he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll just, unfortunately, I'm just not going to go with you.
Yeah. No.
I'll get with this other person and talk with them a little bit more in length. We didn't talk a lot because I let him know that
you were working with me. I get it.
I was working. Yeah, was working with you through Friday.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Which they said that was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just get back with them and see what type of options that they can do, and
Yes.
I'll just go from there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, I'm not here to hold you up or make you make a bad decision. I had my time and I appreciate you giving me the option. I'm sorry that that guy with the hedge fund, he didn't get back in time. I really was hopeful that he could pay what you wanted, but I understand that maybe these other people you might feel a little bit more confident or comfortable working with them now.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks.
Yeah. Anita, can I ask you one last thing real quick?
Sure.
Actually, so I want to just throw this out there. If the people you're working with don't offer you 250 and they try to haggle you down low, I want to let you know that, I would like you to reach out to me just to see if maybe that hedge fund guy comes back, because if, you're obviously, you were not going to go with them if they, string you along and offer you 205 or something low, right?
No, I've already had offers for 211 and 28 and 211 and 208.
Gotcha.
And I've declined those.
Gotcha. Okay. So just keep me in mind because I do have an offer on the table at 220, but I didn't even think to bring it up just because I thought that would be too low for you. But I just don't want you to be in a situation where these guys, they act all good and telling you what you want to hear now, and then they try to lowball you later, because that does happen a lot, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I do have an offer currently right now ready to close at 220, and the guy said he's 90%. This is another buyer. He just wants to walk it on Monday, but he's 90% at 220 and he's ready to close. Like I said, I think he said the 11th of October. So that I think it's less than 14 days. If those other people try to lowball you, please, I'll probably even follow up with you, but please reach out to me because I think the hedge fund guy will come in higher than what your people will pay.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration.
Okay, so I'll email you his offer just so you have it. The 220. I'll say, hey, the hedge fund guy probably will come higher if you just wait. Let me know, and I'll send you a cancellation of the contract that we have, just so you know we're not tied into working together anymore.
Okay.
And I wish you the best.
You,
I'm sorry I couldn't get it done in that time span of the week that you gave me.
All right, thanks, appreciate it.
All right, Nita, we'll be in touch.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. So that was the conversation I had. So again, she told me she denied 208, 211. I currently have a buyer 220 that will do it. He's actually going to do it at 225, but I want to make a quick 5K. This is taking me a couple hours to work this deal. Okay. So what's happening is she's talking to a buyer right now that's saying they can do around 250. I think they're going to lowball her because, guys, you haven't seen this house. This house is terrible. The house is destroyed. It's got tenants that need to leave. It's got an unfinished basement. It's just not a good property. So what I just did there, if you guys have tuned in, is I made her a low offer. My offer was like around 170 because that's where I needed to be. Okay, so I could wholesale it to someone. I offered her seller financing, but she wants 60K down or 50 or 40. That's a lot. Most buyers are not going to give you 40 to 60K down. And then I also, I got to make my fee out of that down. So seller finance out of the way, listing it is out of the way because it needs so much work. It doesn't qualify. So no novation, no listing with an agent. Seller finance is out. It's a cash offer. My cash offers were at 220. Okay. She's thinking that maybe she can get more. So I'm going to text her and say, hey, look, if those people lowball you, come to me. I got you 220 and a close in 11 days. And I kind of tried to leave her on the hook with the hedge fund guy that walked through. Now, will he come back? I don't know. But I got 99% chance that whoever she's talking to is going to come in lower than 220 because they're probably just some wholesalers. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't seen the house. They're just saying, yeah, we can do that. And then they're going to send their people through and they're not going to be able to get the deal done either. So hopefully by me saying, hey, I got dangling the carrot and saying, hey, I got someone ready. And the hedge fund dude, she comes back. I mean, guys, this is one thing you got to learn is it's never over. Follow up. These people, they'll probably cancel the contract. I'm going to cancel the contract just because whatever, I don't need to keep it. Honestly, yeah, I'll just cancel it. It's not a big deal. But I think she'll come back. Okay. So what I just did, nothing special, transparency, give her the juice, tell her why I think she should go with me. Right now, she thinks she should go with someone else. And that's just how sellers are. Like, if someone says they can do 250 or around their asking price, they're going to usually try with that person, even if they don't think. Tony said, it's so true. It's never over. It's never over, Tony. That's right. Because, I think this is the problem with wholesaling, in my opinion, is because these people can go in and say, yeah, we can do 250. They can't do 250. No one in the whole United States is doing 250 for this house. It's just not worth it. The ARV is too low. 250 would not make sense with the repairs. So she is going to, give these people a chance to waste her time. I told her, hey, look, I know everybody. These people are wasting your time. But, I didn't really dive deep into forget those people because that's not really how I do business. I don't trash other wholesalers or other investors, but I know without a shadow of a doubt, 99%, they're not going to beat the offers I have because I have the best buyers. And if they do, I'm going to say, hey, Anita, let me get their number because I'm going to sell them some deals. So that's the cool thing too, is by following this all the way through, I'm so confident that I have the best offers and she's going to come back to me. I'm going to get the deal. I'm also so confident that I'm going to follow this thing through. And if I don't give her the best offer and they do, I'm going to find out who they are and I'm going to get their information and sell them a bunch of deals. So it's a win-win. I don't get the deal. I don't make 5, 15, whatever K, but I find an awesome buyer who can beat all the buyers that I have on my list and who I called. It's a win-win. So remember that. Take away what I just said. If you're doing the strategy I have and someone beats you, find out who they are, start selling them deals. Okay. Win-win. You make a deal or you lose a deal and you get a freaking dope buyer. Okay. That's what I want you to learn today. So that's how you talk to a seller when you are negotiating, and just tell them you're wholesaling it. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace out. Yeah. Thanks for your time. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Okay. Now go get some deals. Have a great weekend. Get ready to hit it hard next week. Later.